What up, YouTube? I'm back at it again. We are checking out some Asaf. It's been a minute. If you guys haven't checked him out, you need to. But I've done a bunch of his stuff on my channel. If you're new here, you should go. You don't even need to check it out with me. You can check it out on your own. I've got it semi covered. You'll be able to see the video. For whatever reason, I've been told many times that I'm not supposed to run into copyright issues with his stuff. I do every single time, so I'm gonna throw that up there. But regardless, I do appreciate and love his music, so we definitely want to go support the artist. Go like, go subscribe. Appreciate that very much. This just popped up, and I wanted to check it out. This is called the CallOfTheFlow. Okay. I do not believe I've done this because I think it's new. So let me get lyrics up. I've not read them. I do not know where we're going, but like anything else that he does, it's gonna be cryptic, and my mind's gonna go somewhere, which is always fun, and it's probably gonna be wrong, but it is fun to kind of dig into his lyrics and try to figure out where his mind goes. But anyways, go support. Love to have you guys here as well. Like I said, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. The best way to get me, if you want to check anything out, is on Patreon. So definitely jump over there. That's where requests do come from. This was not requested. This I wanted to do on my own. But yeah, we always support Asaf on my channel. So let's go. Oh, and by the way, I've been going live more lately. So I was live yesterday. I'll be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. So be there or be a total nerd.
Back in the game, back in the game. I was the blues, I was the same. Nothing to lose, and nothing to gain. Just a scalpel in hand and a heart that's inflamed. I was believing that I could find heaven, but I was deceiving myself and behaving like I was the one that was in need of saving. I hold it now, just a hold it now. Don't be holding now, don't be holding now.
Yo, I love the sway that this has. This kind of this feel that he's got. It's this back in the game. It's almost like you get the impression that like he's taking a minute to think about some things, and then he comes back and he's like, all right, let's go to work. I'm ready to go. The interesting, what do you say, there's scalpel in hand but a heart that's inflamed. Interesting. A scalpel, as being like a tool used by mostly like by doctors and stuff, that almost, and especially when you're talking about a heart that's inflamed, almost like it's this introspection that you're on some mission of self-discovery. Because if you have a heart that's inflamed and you have a scalpel in hand, if you're not a doctor yourself, then we're obviously talking symbolically of just trying to figure out ways to sort of fix yourself, repair your heart from something that may have happened. But anyways, I love the feel of this already. Just it's got this swag to it.
Don't be holding now, don't be holding now. Okay, it was a mask I was really creating, the image of God's in my mind and just making a path for myself that then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate, it's just one of the infinite roads that I've taken to lead.
That's like the most like Asaf way to rap ever. Just his cadence on that. It was kind of rap style. He's not a rapper, guys. I get it. But what he's saying is really interesting. I'll come back to it in a second here. It's interesting.
And the sun, it go low, it's alright. Don't you know? And tonight, I let go to the call of the flow. Back in the game, back in the ring. It ain't the blues, it's the way that I am. I gotta sing, it's all the same. Just a shovel in hand and a heart and no name.
Ooh, now it's a shovel in hand and a heart with no name. So we've graduated now from a scalpel to a shovel. So it's interestingly, that's like, to me that says like it's almost like in deferment or almost like resignation of because when you have a scalpel in hand, you're doing work almost on that heart, like I mentioned, and then when you have a shovel in hand, that's like putting something to rest. So that's like moving on to what's next. So that's being at peace with whatever it was that, you know, you're internally kind of dealing with while your heart was, quote, inflamed. Um, and then now it's almost like that getting past that, and then you, even the visuals here, it's like, you know, sort of pre-gaming for, you know, it could be a show. Just, you know, grab a quick drink, make sure the face looks good, make sure the fit looks good, right? And he keeps repeating, back in the game, back in the game. So it's almost like I'm at peace with whatever it is that, you know, was ailing me from a heart standpoint. But it's almost kind of like a I'm ready to go, right? Yeah, and there's like he's got reflections in this. And the sun, it got low, it got low. It's all right, you don't know. And tonight I let go, I let go. Exactly what I just said. So it's there's a lot of kind of reflection on in the verbiage he's using here. I'm not going to pick apart every verse here, but it for me, that's kind of where my mind went. It kind of leans that way. Let's go.
I used to think I exist in a plane that I have some control of by means of recording my emotion and thought of a self that I call me by. I don't know why. Now I don't know why. Looking back on it now, guess it seems rather simplified. But it was a mask. I was really obsessed with a version of self that I longed to possess and to walk in a pathos of self and exist in a shade. There's no shade. It's just one of the infinite forms that had taken a lead.
Yo, I love all of that. I'm sorry, I have to dive into that too. I used to think I exist in a plane that I have some control by means of recording emotion. I thought myself I could call. Looking back at it now, I guess it seems rather simplified. But all of this is look at the past tense, you know, sort of connotation here. When you have like, I used to think, and then next verse, but it was a mask. I was really obsessed with a version of self that I longed to possess. So yeah, this is very, very much in your kind of introspective, retrospective, just sort of self-reflection lane where you're looking at things. But like I feel like it's almost like the song, he's come to some understanding of something, and he's at peace with something that he can move beyond it, right? I just checked. I'm like, I don't think I'm recording. That'd be stupid. Anyways, let's go.
And the sun, it go low, it go low, it's alright, don't you know? And tonight, I let go to the call of the flow.
Yeah, and I comment a lot on his lyrics a lot because it's hard for me to understand without kind of talking through them, like right on the spot. I'm sorry if I pause a lot, guys, but I'll forget everything by the time the end of this goes. But I don't want to overlook his vocals. Dude's crazy vocally talented, and you won't ever hear anybody that sounds like him. Just listen. It's wild what he can do, just vocally. And if you haven't heard a bunch of his stuff, he's got a lot of range too. This is gonna be like this. This has got this kind of this almost throwback kind of sway old school bluesy vibe to it, but jazzy as well. But he can do a lot, and if you watch some of his live stuff, he has a lot of fun too. But you can tell he's one of those dudes that's like super in it for the music and for what he, and albeit it may not be like other stuff that you hear, but he doesn't really care. That's not what he's here for. This is the only way that he knows how to express things, and it's and that's kind of what music's about, right? Let's go.
Yes, tonight I let go to the call of the flow.
And be mindful of the symbolism in that look yourself in the mirror moments, right? That's this whole thing is revolving around that. He's in a room full of mirrors. So it brings a lot of symbolism into what he's doing. If we're looking back at yourself, a lot of the times they say it's sort of cliche, but you look yourself in the mirror, right? So you're basically, it's having a moment with yourself to not just appreciate and reflect on, but accept, how you got right here, and then maybe you can make peace with it. Make plans for the future. But like he said, back in the game, man, he's ready to go. He got the jacket on, he got the tie on. Let's do it.
go before the final spring. And I will play the weaver song upon this broken string. And don't you cry, I'll be my love, just as long as I can sing. And the sun, it go low, it's alright, don't you know? 'Cause tonight I let go to the call of the flow.
So, okay. Hold on a second here. We got really like theatrical there at the end. That final little sampling, that's like traditional music that he just threw in there, but it's very interesting because you refer back to the line with the mask. But it's all the mask. I was really creating the image of the gods in my mind and just making a path for myself uh, that then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate. It's just one of the infinite roads that I've taken of late. Yeah, it's you. Did you see? It's crazy. Like just the what you can draw from like when it builds up towards the end there, you have these sort of rolling snares, almost like this cinematic kind of buildup, right? And then he just crumbles, he collapses into this huge sort of emotional explosion on the ground, right? And then he gets up, picks himself off, and then puts the mask back on. To me, that's almost like, and then he does this little jig, getting out of the room. It's almost like, uh, sort of, I guess, I guess agreeing to at least for a moment, quote unquote, sort of doing the song and dance and put your face on for the people, and go do your little dance, almost in a playful way, but almost like, it has this. There's kind of this meaning that I find in that with like. Almost like it's not me, it's this is just what I've been doing, and a lot of this song being somewhat like retrospective, um it's almost like just looking back at like I do a lot of this stuff for the people, and I kind of do a lot of what I'm told or whatnot, um and I put this mask on, but there's a me behind this mask that you may not see, and you may not know yet. But I'm going to do my best to put it in song form as to my feelings on the subject, right? Because that's how I know how to do that, and it will, as he does his jig, it will continue to entertain you people. Um, I have no idea if that's where he's going at all. I'm probably way wrong, but that's kind of what I got from just on first glance with this. But yeah, we do love Asaf on my channel. It's been a minute since I've checked him out, but definitely go like, go subscribe. That's what we're here for. Love to have you guys here as well. Please like, comment down below. I gave my thoughts on that. I could probably spend a lot more time with these lyrics and then watch the video over and over again. But this is a first reaction, so that was my first reaction. So it's but my brain always wanders. You guys know that already if you watch any of my content. So anyways, go support, like I said. Love to have you guys here. I'm going live tomorrow morning. Well, morning for me, but it's already posted, so you guys can find it. Love to see you there. We'll talk to you on the next